Everybody's JC and Patty. Say hi, sweetie.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm just showing the screen. We're not even going to worry about it, man. Patty's just going to watch this now. Let me just go ahead and focus on the screen. We're okay. We're going to get all comfortable here. Let's see. And Patty's just going to give some reactions. Okay. Now, I'd shown before Rense and Makow. So we're going to punch up Rense and Makow now. And what comes up pretty much is, let me go and adjust this focus here. What comes up? Well, a lot of the new stuff that comes up with the pretend infighting with Rense and Makow that I like to show before, and we made a video. So I'm like 8 down the list here. So this is my video, and that's pretty neat because I'm proud of this because I like showing controlled opposition and COINTELPRO. Oh look how pretty my channel used to be. We all had pretty channels back then, a couple of short months ago. Anyway, this is where I show that this whole thing where Rense and Makow are fighting with Rense's 9th pretend ex-wife. I also show that Rense is the same picture they've been showing for at least probably 15 years now. And that this whole thing about this Megan creator that Rense and Makow are fighting about, I went and checked through. They said she was a PhD at Caltech in physics. And I went through and showed all the list of physics. These people are so stupid, man. This COINTEL, these controlled oppositions, like Rense and Makow, they're so stupid that they can't even, it's just a joke. They can't even get their act together. They don't realize that anybody could search the PhDs at Caltech, how rare they are. Anyway, so the whole thing was a ludicrous lie. Now it's funny, I showed them and I kind of made a joke that, look, Rense, you can't get Makow, because I knew the kind of people they were. And they're talking about all this women and stuff. And I know Makow is just this weird misogynist person, this former professor in Canada. So, that was then. Now this is now. We went and looked up. I had always heard he's the author of a book called A Long Way to Go for a Date. Now Patty's going to look at it. You go ahead and watch it, babe. Here, okay? Now you read what you see. It says A Long Way to Go Date, 2000, right?
Right, A Long Way to Go for a Date.
Okay. Now what do you see on the cover?
A young girl.
A young girl, a Filipino girl, presumably it said. Yeah, from reading it, it's a Filipino girl. And how old would you say she looked?
She looks about maybe 12.
Maybe 14, something, 12, 14. Hard to say, but very young. Definitely young. A young girl holding a water bucket, right?
Right, exactly.
So the story is that Makow goes and it's just weird, and the related books are so weird. Makow goes to the Philippines to meet a young girl he met online or something, and I guess the image he chose to show was a young girl in the book. I'm just clicking this on because that looked like a dude. Butterfly. Yeah, Madam Butterfly. I wonder if that's supposed to be. Okay, so an exotic, Thailand, Cambodia, Philippines, sex in Southeast Asia. I wish it was that simple, because the Philippines is not just Southeast Asia. It's also one of the key places for child sex trafficking. What do you hear there? Human sex trafficking in the Philippines. I think a lot of people are familiar with it. The Philippines and Brazil, and I was making a joke that it's like those are the places, Southeast Asia, that child sex trafficking, sickly enough, exists. And a lot of times it's foreigners, Western people, Canadians and stuff, who are going in there and doing it. Not that all people from around the world, rich people and stuff, they travel around the world to have sex with kids in the Philippines. It's a horrible thing. It's real. So what I'm getting at is, who are these people who are truthers? Because next thing that I know is that Rense and Makow, with this pretend infighting, they were showing how they actually loved each other because they were such close friends. Oh, how could you treat me this way? Jeffrey and Henry, and you understand? They're like, oh, I've supported you all these years. That book was written in 2000, man. You can look up Makow. He has a really shady past from his university days where he was accused by students of really behaving badly, man, the women students. So he has this label of being a misogynist. And then when you add it into the frickin' a little girl, that my wife, a woman. How do you feel about seeing a little girl with a bucket, Patricia, Patty? How do you?
Disgusting.
Disgusting. As a woman, you're offended. As a human, you're offended, and it just seems sick to say a long way to go for a date with a little girl in the Philippines. And she's so poor, she has to carry water in a bucket. She doesn't even have water running. What kind of mind control crap is that? So who else took up for him? So when you see with the fighting, they also Ike, man, his buddy here, because look at Ike comes up next, man. It's always Rense, Ike. They're all connected. Ike saying, "Oh, Henry, with this pretend infighting, we've been such good friends. I always post your work on my site." Really, man? Really, Ike? Really, Rense? Why are you guys supporting some guy who you know? Because all you have to do, I guess you guys are great researchers, but you couldn't see that his book is listed with sex trafficking, and he has a little girl on the book of his cover. A little tiny girl with a bucket, man. Anyway, you're all degenerates, man. Unless you expose it, you're just degenerates. You're just part of the problem. So, Rense and Ike, man, why don't you say the whole truth about Henry Makow? It's not some kind of phony infighting about truth movement and this and that. A degenerate's a degenerate. And whether you have 9 wives or hang out with little girls in the Philippines or whatever other twisted stuff, you're all a bunch of degenerates of the truth movement. We're out. What do you think to say, Patty? Just disgusting people?
Disgusting.
Yeah, how come all this COINTELPRO is so sick and lying and creating all this confusion, tricking people, asking for money, begging for money? The cat's telling you guys suck. Hey, Cuddles. All right, man, we're out. And so once again, it's my pleasure to take people and show you the worst ends of the truth movement and who these phony ass leaders of the truth movement are, that they're not even worth your money, they're not even worth your time. Anybody can give you info, but what kind of person are you at the end of the day? You're a person that travels around the world looking for young girls to have sex with, man? Are you a person that makes up lies about lying about your 9th wife and other stuff? Are you a person that never shows your face, Rinsey boy? Yeah, man, you guys are all busted, man. I'm on your ass. You guys think just because I take a few weeks off, man, I'm not going to come and get your asses some more? So deal with it, man. I'm coming. I'm always coming. Patty's on your ass. I'm on your ass. Humans, right, sweetie?
Yes.
All right.
Humans win.
All right. I love you, sweetie.